we're here today with Her Last Sight. How are you guys?
We're great. We're doing amazing.
I'm happy to hear it. So, how is life going? How is the pandemic going?
It's going now in Israel. I think that most of us knows that we are already here. Everyone has got vaccinated. Almost, I think, more than 70% of the people here in Israel are already got vaccines. So the pubs are already open, and we are now scheduling shows again. So it's really amazing.
Yes, it's amazing. Yes, it is. So, let's talk about your album. It is your debut album. How do you feel about it?
How we feel about it? I think that we feel amazing about it. We worked really hard about that album. I think it took us almost a year and a half of really solid work. That it's about writing and recording and the mixing and the mastering and everything that goes by. And I think it's it's a masterpiece because we worked really hard on it, and by doing it in the pandemic, it was a really great time for us to be together and working everyone from their homes and doing the best thing that we know how to do.
Amazing. And you guys, Alon, Ron, how do you feel about this album?
Actually, love it. Absolutely. Every note, I'm like, that's amazing. Like when I joined the band, I was not so into metalcore, and those guys make me into it, and I love it, and I think it's amazing.
Great. And you, Alon?
I'm extremely proud of every second and every note in this album. So happy that we put it out and we got great responses about the album. Very
Yes.
happy about it.
Fans seem to love it.
Yes.
What I saw on YouTube and on
We seem
other
to get,
platforms.
Yeah, it's on any platform, also every streaming platform, and it's amazing.
Yes. And so, what is the message you wanna tell? What the story do you wanna tell with this album?
Actually, the message of Mirror's album, it's about mental health problems, because we believe that everyone that we know and all of us, we're dealing every day with those problems. So basically, the album, we collect lots of pieces of lyric and put them together. And as when we look at all the pieces, all the meanings of the song, we realize that we're all the same and connected with those problems. So that's why we call the album Mirrors, which is mean that that moment that you look at the mirror, that's when the album happened. When that's the music, that's what the place that it touch you. In a good way, of course. No, to touch it and stuff. Not so cool in 2021.
Yeah. And so, what's your favorite song from this album?
This is a really tough question because it changes. It changes like every single week. Just today we spoke about it. What is our most favorite song? The most, the song that we loved the least. I can say for myself, I really love Answers and New Dawn. Those are my two favorites. How about you guys?
my favorite is also New Dawn and also Dead Romance. I love it.
Great
Dead
song.
Romance.
Great song. I think my favorite song will be the song that the crowd in the shows will love the most. That's when they get the most credit. That's gonna be my favorite song of the album. You know what I mean?
Which one? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Oh, I said that my favorite song. I didn't pick one yet because I will pick the song the crowd in the show
Oh,
go the
okay.
craziest. That's gonna be my favorite song.
Already thinking about
I
live
think his
shows.
favorite. Yeah, we're now
Yeah,
scheduling about live shows here in Israel, so it's really exciting for us.
Like,
practicing a lot, looking for it, and yeah.
yeah, and hopefully, sorry. I hope for you guys that you will go on international tour real soon.
We wish as well.
Where would you like to play the most? Which country?
Um, for for myself, my dream is to play in Japan. This is
Oh,
my dream. Yeah, I love Japan. I've been visiting Japan, and it's my dream. How about you guys?
Ron?
Actually lived for 1 year in Australia, so if I'm gonna back to Australia as a musician, it's gonna be amazing.
yeah.
I want to travel in Europe the most, like
But in
Western
which
Europe.
country? In which
That
country in Europe?
I said Western Europe, like England or Germany, France, Belgium.
Like
France,
We
France
are
is
full
from
good.
tour,
France
France.
is
like
Irama
you
is
go
a
with the
French
bus, you
company.
dance like every day to and so
Every country. Let's not choose every country. So, what's is there an anecdote, something you want to tell when you were, working on the album and just something popped in your mind, or maybe a funny story about it?
I can say about myself that, for example, that when we worked on the album, basically we we mostly use stories about our friends and how they uh, moved into things and things happened to them. Basically, I think that the big anecdote is here. It's what is happening because of the corona. Because here in COVID, during COVID, like everything is changes. Like people lost their jobs and people get mental problems, and like every time that we started to work about a new song or the current song that are luckily now in the album, like every other thing has popped to us. Like for example, I can give you a thing about the Ghost is like about a person that it's running away from his mind and stuff. So it's like really about the problems that happened us during COVID. I think it happens to most of us, that looking for answers and looking for what you want to do.
Great. And who writes the lyrics?
This is a really tough question. Basically, for this album, as I mentioned earlier, we used our friend stories to give much more originate form, because this album means a lot. Of course, that also Ron and I went into the writing lyrics, but most of it is lyrics from our friends that
Yeah.
speaks about their mental stories.
Okay. So, is there something you want to tell, maybe about behind the scenes of your music video for Rise Up?
I think is this the best one. It's will be Ron that literally made everything happen in this music video in the other two. So go ahead.
In all of our music videos, he's like the
actually
director.
actually the other day I posted in Instagram and I explained in my post on Instagram the whole process of to make Rise Up, because the video was a dream of mine to make, and I had this dream like something like 3 years that I wanted to make a music video that shoot in a dark room. So it was amazing to shoot the video. It was very hot, and it was also very hot. We stood in a it was a big refrigerator.
Yeah,
It was so hot, and Alon is
It's a
like playing the
refrigerator.
drums, and
It's a,
everyone's sweaty, and you can see
Oh
it in
my
the video. It's pretty funny. You can see it
I
in the video.
believe you.
it's
Yeah,
like
but the
it's like
process
being in
was
a closed refrigerator that's does not fridge at all for like 5 to 6 hours. It's like you're getting out, you feel so dead afterwards. It was so it was hysterical and fun at both times.
Yeah, but I think the video is great. Think we get a lot of good response on the video, so yeah, so we're happy with it.
Great. So I got one last question. What is your dream? What is the dream about music, of course, that you want to come true?
That's a
I
hard
think that
question, you know.
yeah,
It's a hard
it's a really
question.
tough question. Um,
Is there someone you would like to work with? Something like that?
wow. Of course.
Nir,
So I give you my dream. My dream is, I think it's all of us dreams is firstly to tour, to meet
Yeah.
other people, to be in other nations, to see how the culture and stuff, and to understand the music culture, because in each country and in each state and in each part of the world it's different. So this is, I think it's one of our first goals. I think that our second goal is to play like with our idols. For example, I can give you Avenged Sevenfold, that everyone loves them, and they
Oh,
were in Israel,
great
they were
choice.
amazing. Also, yeah, let's speak about just a bit of a metalcore bands. For example, we can give you like Parkway Drive, that are Australian band, and I think they influenced us a lot in the album, and you can hear it. Also, August Burns Red, that are my favorite, my childhood heroes. Um, I think that most of us. Oh, and also the big band, Bullet for My Valentine. This is like our
Oh,
most of this is like our highest of the inspiration for, also for OFEC and for us as a band. And those, I think, are the big four of us.
do you have
I agree
something
with every
to
word.
add? Yeah? Sorry.
No, I just said that I agree with every word that he said.
Mm. And you, Ron? Is there someone else you'd like to work with?
Many, so many. Bring Me the Horizon was my biggest love of all time. I've been tons shows. I've been in France at Rock and Seine, you know,
Yeah.
and a couple of years ago I saw them in Rocking Park and lots of show. Bring Me the Horizon, one of my favorite. And Architects, as Nir said, and I really like in those days. I learned to like very much Bury Tomorrow, which is great,
Wow.
great band, great band, great riff, great vox, amazing.
Great. So I don't have any more questions. So is there something you want to add, something you want to say?
I think that the thing that we want to say is, firstly, thank you for interviewing us. It's been a pleasure for us to be interviewed with you. It's a really pleasure to thank you for your time, and thank you for speaking with us. This is really important, and I think that's all. We're excited for this album. This album is, as I mentioned earlier, and I will mention it all over again, is our hard work, and to do this with my best friend, for my best friends, for I think for the last year and so. it's it's been a journey, and we're excited for the next journey, and I think that the next journey will be in France, and we will meet.
Yes, of course, it could be just amazing. So thank
uh,
you a lot, guys, for being here today. Well, tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot, because music shouldn't stay silent, and you guys know that. So
yeah,
thank you for
we'll,
the new music. Thank you for the hope. Thank you for the shows. And we'll see you back later.
yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much.